going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the motherfucking channel. We got my dog in the building, Whitney Patrice.
Let's go.
Yeah. What's happening, gang?
What it do, gang?
What you been up to, man?
Maintaining, working.
You sleeping?
Building my brand. Of course not. I'm up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Liven that shit up.
I got you now,
Nah, for real. Look, check this out.
I'm checking.
Remember I told you about that motherfucker that tried to call me twin thinking we was friends and shit?
Yeah, ain't no way, twin. Ain't no way, twin.
Yeah, nah, man. Tell them folks why we twins, twin.
We really twins, cause we really twins, like Capricorn babies, the real Capricorns, like
We a day apart.
literally a day apart.
Yes, Lord.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Big Capricorn.
Big Cap, period.
For those of y'all
Yeah.
that want to know, that's why we
That's
motherfucking
why we
twins.
twin, cause we really twin, like real twins.
So for those of y'all that don't know, we interviewing my partner, you feel me? She be having major shit going on in the
Be a
motherfucking
lot
city,
of stuff
you feel me?
going on, yeah.
Yeah, she be having big things going on.
Yeah, big shit popping.
Go ahead, talk to her and let them know a little bit about what you got going on.
Well, I do radio hosting, I do independent showcase hosting, I do content creating, I got a radio show, I got a podcast, I do some acting.
Hey, this motherfucker,
Like,
Renaissance,
I
do
be doing
everything,
all kinds.
goddamn.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Man, listen, man. I wanted to come and sit and talk and do an interview with you because I feel like you one of the most hustling motherfuckers I know in the city. You
I feel
me?
like that too. Yeah, I can agree. I feel like that too.
And I feel like I want to know where your drive come from, where that energy come from that you be, you know what I'm saying, feel like every day, you know what I'm saying, especially being a mom, you got kids, you got work, and you still motherfucking chasing your dreams, and like where that energy come from?
Just the drive to want to do it, the passion behind it, the reason why I want to do it is because it's in me. Like, I feel like that's a part of me, so like, I just got to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel you. But we're like first before we get started, because I'm about to get in. I'm about to get into the I want you to let everybody know like where they can find you at your socials, your platforms. Like, what you be on? Where they can find you at?
Well, definitely on Facebook, Gnarly Barbie. TikTok, Gnarly Hustler Barbie. Instagram, Gnarly the Barb. But if you just put in The Gnarly Barbie, you'll find my podcast. You'll find radio show, Sony Hawk radio station. I got a radio show on DJ Surplus Vision Radio. So, like, I'm pretty much all over. But definitely all platforms you can put in Gnarly Barbie or Gnarly the Barb and you'll find me.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow and subscribe and support, show your love.
Oh, yeah, all that.
Baby. You know what I mean? Now.
Okay.
Now, let's get to it.
Let's go.
We about to go crazy. Now, I got, let me see. How I'm going to start this off. I want to start with, let's start from the early years. Let's start from, like.
How early?
Like, when you grew up, like, what was your childhood like?
Okay. So, yeah, we definitely going deep. I'm born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So, that's
Milwaukee.
like, yeah.
I heard this gangsta out that motherfucker. This shit real.
Listen, believe whatever you heard about Milwaukee. Like,
Definitely.
Type shit. But yeah, I grew up in Milwaukee.
Shout out Milwaukee.
Yeah, let's go. 414, of course. Yeah, my whole family probably still there, everybody. But my daddy was a preacher, so.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely grew up a full-blown preacher's kid. Went to Christian academies, very strict, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Very kind of strict upbringing.
Oh, so you was going to school learning about God?
Yeah, like I said, Christian academies. Like,
God. Damn, well, I probably would. You know what I mean? I didn't even make it through high school.
It was something. Like,
damn.
Elementary school all the way up to about like 7th grade. Full-blown Christian academies, uniforms. Yeah.
It was like only girls?
No, it was
Was it
both.
her?
Yeah.
Okay. At least at least because they be having someone where they be separated.
Yeah, they do have those. Yeah, definitely couldn't do that. But yeah.
Okay.
But it was definitely a full blown Christian academy. So, and I went to the church of the school. So it was like I said, my daddy was a preacher. So.
Oh, Pop Dukes had y'all locked in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. So like what was other than church, like what was the environment like where you grew up?
So we're like an hour or something from Chicago. So like think about the same kind of like what you think about Chicago, what you hear about Chicago. It's like a small big city. So
okay,
that's what it is. Like it was gangs, but it was more like blocks, neighborhoods. Like depending on what side you stayed on,
right,
what block you was on.
Okay,
it controlled how, you know what I'm saying, the upbringing went, and also the environment, because it was different on every side. Like east side was different from the west side, north side was different from the south side. So like it was very separated. I don't want to say segregated, but it was definitely separation, like different on different sides.
So was it like when you say you don't want to say segregated, was it segregated technically?
Somewhat so, cause like south side was like.
Or was it like races that was like separated, or like
a combination of all that? 'Cause like I said, certain sides was just literally that side. Like wasn't like south side was mostly like literally like, you know how around here Decker Boulevard set up like Little Mexico. Like that's how south side was. Full blown, like it wasn't no mixing, it wasn't no blinking, it was literally all them.
Okay, okay, so that's what you mean by
so like the upper north side, like towards the lake, you know, that was like money. So never mind just the color, it was like the people. You had money. If you had money, you was near the lake, period, no matter who you were.
Right.
Yeah. So it was set up like that. East side, what you think east side, we hear east side, same shit. Whether it's New York or Milwaukee, it's the same kind of atmosphere. It's the same kind of atmosphere. The gangsters, the gangs, the violence, whatever.
So what struggles did you face like growing up in Milwaukee?
I wouldn't say struggles, but like just how my upbringing went, because it wasn't no struggle for me, because I was in a both parent household. Like I said, my daddy was a preacher, you know what I'm saying, mom was there. I didn't really struggle. I wasn't like on welfare, you know, so I feel like it was different. I don't want to call it a struggle, but it was just like me just being a preacher kid.
But I mean, like even in the sense of that, like growing up in, you know, like under like strict, you know, household, as far as like always having to go to church and going to the school and church, like was that something that you would like? Was you okay with that, or did you like want to go to like public school and like?
It was like I wanted to go to public school until I ended up going to public school, because it was like, I guess you'll call it a culture shock, if you will. Like, it was like, this year I was in a Christian academy, and all of a sudden I was buying Jordans, you know what I'm saying, Tommy Hilfiger, like, get ready for the streets, and I was like, I ain't never been on the street, you know what I'm saying, like it was crazy, like going from strict Christian, you know what I'm saying, full blown Christian living to like, now I'm outside, like, listen,
So it was a culture shock. Okay,
for sure.
I got you.
For sure. Best definition I can give.
Okay. So, who influenced you most early on, and how?
I would have to say my grandmother.
Okay, grandma.
Yeah, definitely grandma, because you know how they say certain people like holier than thou. Like, if there was a holier than thou, like, she definitely lived like full blown godly life, like how you're supposed to live according to the word. And if you really live that way, my grandmother definitely was a perfect example of that. So, like,
is grandma still alive now?
No, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Ivory. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, rest in peace, grandma.
Definitely. So yeah, definitely.
How long ago was it since she passed?
Oh, she passed probably like, I came down here in 2006. She probably died 07, 08, somewhere around there.
Damn.
Yeah, and I ended up burying her on my birthday. So yeah, it was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how did that affect you?
I ain't gonna say an effect, but it was like, cause I feel like she prepared me anyway, cause she always would say stuff like, an end is always coming, like just preparing me for it. So when it happened, it was like a reality check, if you will. So like soul shaking type, you know what I'm saying? A shift in energy.
So after that, how did how did you like carry it? Like, cause all right, for me personally, when my mom passed, it took me like 2 years just to even like mentally get back right.
Oh, I could feel that. Yeah, it definitely took some time. It took some time, but I think the more time it took, the easier for when I like really grasped it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I could grasp it how I need to grasp it so I can carry on. Cause
Right.
like the time it took me to get it together, I feel like almost took me out, if you will, to explain the process of going through it.
Yeah.
So like I grew through it instead of went through it, if that makes sense. So that's how I just look at it. That's how I kept it moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what time did you feel like, being this to you do so many things and wear so many hats, at what time in your life did you realize like, I want to be an entrepreneur?
When I realized like everything I felt like was a craft or a gift, if you will, I could, make it something profitable for me. So like the harder I go, the more I learn about it, the more I research, the more I put time into, I guess, my craft, if you will.
Right.
I could, work for myself, do for myself, build, franchise, if I will, like sky's the limit because I'm in control. I ain't working for nobody, I'm working for me, if you will. It's my idea, my product, and I can push it and make money all at the same time. I'm my own like manufacturer, if you will. So like, why not? Right. Yeah.
Look, I don't need nobody to for nothing. And I own everything if I can do it myself.
Yeah, if I feel like I can do it, I would definitely take the time to learn it by any means. Like, shadow somebody, intern with somebody, like all of it. Because I've done that since I was like 16. My first job was an internship, and I worked at McDonald's too. So I'm always about learning something. So, I don't know everything, so like if I could learn it, do it, make it my product too, and make some money, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
So I'm gonna go off topic a little bit, okay?
Okay, let's go.
I wanna just get your opinion on things that's going on and shit. It just ask you some questions and you just tell me your opinion on it, and then we go on to the next question.
Okay.
All right, so you know about that Ben 10 and Jay Prince and the All-Star JR situation.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think about that? Like, cause they saying like they trying to say like Jay Prince got like he sent Ben 10 and them and.
But he's always the villain in everybody's story. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. Is he always the bad guy? Like, this is one of the situations that really makes you have to pay attention to. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's giving me weird. Like, unprocessed small beefs or conversations that could have been had that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They could I don't know. But yeah.
Alright. So, what do you, well, before I go into that.
Okay.
So you don't really, you're not sure if he's the bad guy?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I need more evidence, proof. I need more backs. You know what I'm saying? I need a little more information, I guess.
So it's like, say you run Columbia.
Okay.
You the big dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got celebrity friends.
Okay, as should.
Or people. And because you the big dog, they scared. They need to check in and protection when they in your state.
Right.
So they come to you for protection.
Okay.
The check-in.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. The
Check-in, yeah.
Mm-hmm. If these people are coming to check in,
okay, yeah,
and end up dying at the hands of your check-in,
but
it's like you like a bad babysitter. If you had kids and you let the kids, bro is a terrible babysitter. Like, they don't not only get hurt, they die.
But am I babysitting, or are you just checking in like baggage claims and then going about your way? And I mean, can I control what?
Look, that would
is that
be,
really
look, that would,
is that really my bad?
But that would be feasible if he wasn't at every fucking situation.
But this is my town, like, so hey.
I don't know. I just think if I call you like, bro, I'm in town.
Okay, cool, boom.
You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
And I'm thugging and clubbing and all with you everywhere.
Who else knew you was coming in town before the check-in?
See,
I don't know.
You right. But at some point for me, it's like too many coincidences.
It's a process on checking in, and maybe if these people don't check in right, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, everybody that check in be with him. It ain't like they check in.
So you're telling me they're checking in with him and
they be with him. They're with him.
So basically,
that's crazy. Like, I don't get it.
He okay. Nick, okay.
I'm not saying he did anything.
No, but I'm just saying, like, but that's what I'm saying.
That has to be on camera and like,
yeah, like, boom.
Right? But it's like
the Joker.
Bro, it's a coincidence. It's like something.
Like the Joker.
Hey, I just know if I was hanging around him, I'm scared.
Not scared, twin. I get it though, but I mean, depends on what level in which I guess you know that man. That's what it looked like to me too.
Right.
It's everybody got a different experience with. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you clearly got to protect yourself.
You gotta
go with your own scrap.
If you ain't never protected yourself before, you just gotta come correct.
So what about the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Man situation? What you think about that?
First off, it's like complicated for me on the Gucci side, cause like I say, I know street nigga Gucci, like. So if this is how it really went down, I guess that's not street. So like, what the fuck? But on the Pooh Shiesty side, didn't you just come home? Like, I don't know, like on some coming home, that's the last thing I would have expected to hear when that man came home. Like, I was blown away.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely wouldn't have thought.
That was not in my bingo cards for when Pooh Shiesty came home.
That nigga went all the way up. He went all the way. He said it's up, nigga, it's up.
Up there.
He don't care.
Up there. Real up and stuck. If up and stuck was a person.
Phew.
Real facts.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say too much. We can't say too much until, you know.
Right, we really know what really happened and how it went down. But just on the surface, for what we know the people, that was definitely unexpected. No, that was just very unexpected. I didn't.
Definitely. But then again, I ain't gonna say I expected it, but Pooh Shiesty, remember he had that song he was about to drop with Glorilla?
Yeah.
That never came out?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
when that happened, I was like, huh? And this before anybody knew about, you know what I'm saying, like Gucci getting robbed.
Way before. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, this, what the fuck did he just...
What happened?
Right. I don't know. But I got one more question.
Okay.
And then we gonna get back to diving into your business.
Right.
So, it's this thing that's been going on in New York, right? And it's it's been like a lot of black people homes have been getting stolen.
What you mean stolen?
They've been getting stolen through unfounded means, meaning it's called deed theft. So deed theft is when most homeowners don't know their housing laws. Mm-hmm. And then you'll get somebody like a small hat or somebody who does with money. Mm-hmm. And if they want to take your house, they pretty much forge your signature, go to a fucking judge.
Legally?
It's not legal, but
you just said they go to a judge, so it makes it legal.
The judge signs it.
So that makes it legal then?
No, it doesn't.
How the judge sign it if it's not legal? Ain't that illegal then?
It's illegal. You get, this is the thing. That's why it's called deed theft. It's an actual thing. But I'm gonna put a clip up so like everybody can see.
Yeah, because that sounds insane, and that's happening like so they could just basically like snatch your whole home just whenever they want to, and it's gone. Like you gotta move out, get out.
Deed theft, where homeowners are essentially tricked out of their properties, has been a pervasive problem for a few years now. And now this group is rallying outside the governor's office demanding that she do something about it.
My father and I worked really hard. We scraped and we saved and we purchased our home legally and legitimately.
Rachel Cyprian was shaking mad as she spoke with us outside the governor's office about the devastating impact of her 15-year fight to reclaim ownership of her Brooklyn home following deed theft.
It leads to homelessness. It leads to depression. It leads to all sorts of failures. Here we are, black people, in this country now for over 400 years, and we're constantly starting from square one.
Deed theft is when a property's title is transferred away from the rightful owner, generally due to deceptive or predatory tactics. Frequently, the targets are seniors and communities of color.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Now, Brooklyn City Councilman Chio Say is pressing the governor to put a moratorium on evictions where there's a deed theft case pending or being investigated.
We are pleading to the governor, to the head of the state, to do right by all of us, to do right by black New Yorkers, and to do your job.
During the moratorium, Chio Say and other elected leaders are demanding legislative fixes, like more support for homeowners in eviction court, special investigative units inside district attorneys' offices, a public database of shell companies associated with deed theft, and more. In response, a spokeswoman for the governor's office did not mention an immediate moratorium, but said the governor has taken a number of steps to push back against deed theft. Quote, "No New Yorker should be cheated out of the opportunity to keep their home," which is why Governor Hochul has proposed $40 million in her state budget for the Homeowner Protection Program, and why she has led the way in enacting strong protections to empower homeowners and crack down on illegal deed theft. But advocates say they will press on for more reform and that immediate moratorium.
Moratorium now! Moratorium now!
Governor Hochul, it is now at your door.
Yes. Right.
What are you going to do to keep black families in their home? That's it. That's all I want to hear about.
Between 2014 and 2023, there have been roughly 3,500 complaints of deed theft in New York City alone. So we will continue following these proposals and continue to follow up with the governor's office and councilman's office as this moves forward. In Midtown, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.
What is that? What is it? Deed fraud?
Deed theft.
Deed theft?
Hell yeah, that shit crazy, right?
It's like I feel like it should be a word for that, but I ain't come up with it yet. But for that to be like possible, they're just not talking about it. Imagine how long and how many generations that clearly has been going on.
Right.
Like since home ownership been home ownership, so they've been doing that. But just to be able to know that they're doing that still today in America is crazy.
And it's like it's hard to prosecute it. So it's like you can't like you just.
So it's like you're pretty much just saying this happened, and somebody's saying
it's you versus them.
right, and it's not even a dispute. It's just I got it now. What you gonna do? I got it now. What you gonna do? It don't even matter how it happened. When it happened, it's mine now. And
right. Now it's like I gotta.
What are you gonna do?
Try to prove it's mine.
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, yeah, I was just like, you see what type of shit be going on, man. That shit just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of shit going on. It's just a lot of shit. But that is how I'm gonna fight to the death. Cause what you not just finna take? No, that's like in my face, snatching my shit right from up under me and So yeah, that's crazy. And it's illegal, but legally, what can you do? So, is it illegal? Clearly, it can't be because they doing it.
All right, so let's switch gears again. Then we'll go back to talking about you.
Of course, let's go.
I just, you know, when I could dig into people's minds by asking them little questions.
Okay.
Then it give me a better understanding of where they coming from.
As it should.
So yeah, I just wanted to see where you were standing at on these trending topic issues. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. But I can dig it.
This might be a little bit off, but try to answer it as best as you could.
I sure will.
Okay. What was the exact moment, or when was the exact moment when you realized you wanted more out of life?
When I had my first kid, my son, yeah.
I know that shit, right?
Yeah.
I know that shit, right? Boy.
Yeah, definitely.
So what was that like? Like, go ahead, take me through that experience. Not the having a kid experience, but you know.
Right. I guess just me personally, when I've always told myself, first off, I really didn't want, like, it was in my mindset, like, I was never gonna have kids. Like, I was gonna be one of the ones, no kids, you know what I'm saying, living life, like, no children at least. So when I ended up pregnant, it was like, now it's your turn to be, you know what I'm saying, that parent. I guess not so much you always want to be, but the person you know you could be, because I guess you felt like you didn't have, you know what I'm saying, whatever you felt like you didn't have, right. You had no choice but to now you have the chance to show how it's done, if you will, like.
Right.
So.
Hey, that was a good answer. And you know, kids, they definitely be like the great motivation.
I feel like if don't nothing ever in life motivate you, having a kid, and that's whether on either side, the dad side or the mom side, I feel like that should just be a natural, like, energy, that a gear shift to where, yeah.
And I know I keep asking these questions about entrepreneurship, but that shit, there's a lot of people that out here that really don't know how to be entrepreneurial. They don't know how to, like, you know, take an idea and bring it to life. They don't know how to try to invest in themselves. They don't know how to. There's a lot of people that really just think, I'm going to get up, go work these slave hours, and magically some amazing shit is supposed to happen with my life. All my money is going, I'm going to work, and all my money is going to bills, but I'm still supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, live a wonderful life, you know, off my little bit of income. So, but a lot of people really don't know how to, or nothing about entrepreneurship. That's why I keep asking about it. You know, so I wanted to know like was there a breaking point that pushed you into entrepreneurship?
I think when I finally tried to make a transition from, I guess, one way the people felt like they knew me to like, I feel like my journey was like, I'm an open book. So like, I feel like if anybody that fuck with me, watch my growth probably front row seat, like literally. So like, as I felt like I elevated, I felt like I should have been respected as such as each time I try to elevate and do something different. So I wanted to shift gears from what I felt like the people knew me as, outside hustler, entertainer, like hosting, all that stuff, to like businesswoman. Working in the salon, I went to school, licensed certified professional, tax professional, radio host, radio station program director, like
Damn.
different, you know what I'm saying, hats, if you will. So yeah.
For sure, for sure. What was you doing right before you started your first business?
Well, like I said, when I moved to the South, I got into like the outside entertainment world, like clubs, dancing. I did choreography, and I still do choreography, but like stuff like that. So just outside activities. Like I said, I came down here in 2006. So if anybody know Columbia, old enough for my age range, they know how Columbia was 2006, 2007, 2008. 20 years old, straight from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Boom, I'm in the Met. So.
Okay. So what was it like when you first hit the Met?
It was like another one of them culture shocks, like.
Right. I'm glad you said that.
Cause like I said, I'm from the Midwest, so Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Most people, when they hear Milwaukee, Wisconsin, didn't even know it was black people up there. Like, that's the first thing I would hear when I say that. And then I had to tell them, no, we like an hour or something from Chicago. So now they got a better view of what it could possibly be in Milwaukee. So they look a little different. But like I said, me being from where I'm from and the kind of way I was brought up, definitely when I came to Columbia, it was a shift. It was a shake. Because like I originally came down here for Bike Week. Everybody came with at Bike Week. They went back home. And I was like, shit, I'm here.
Wait, so. And I ain't gonna lie, I was going to Bike Week. I was in high school then, but I was going to Bike Week.
I think I was 20. Yeah, that was 06. So I was 20. 2006. I came down here 2006. I was 20. So yeah, 2006.
Damn, I was in high school. I was like 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I graduated, but I came to South Carolina and I never experienced like a Bike Week or nothing like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like from all I knew about Bike Week being up there was I knew some homegirls who was like outside, like did a whole lot of stuff though, and via them that was like a thing to do. Like if you ain't did nothing else and travel nowhere else, you went to Bike Week. Right. So that's all I knew about it. I didn't really know it was like Bike Week until like I got to Bike Week, if that makes sense.
See, like, I had some older dudes. They took me, and boy, you talking about nigga showed out.
Oh yeah,
I had a good time. I was
when
I somebody after that.
When I came down here for that first bike, like I said, I came down here 06. So yeah, that was because I ended up riding down here. The people I came down here with, I really didn't know. It was just like my ride to down here because I wanted to leave from up there. So yeah, I packed my bag, had a little change in my pocket. Yeah, let's go. You want to ride? Yeah, let's go. So I just rode.
And wait, was you at least chilling with them while they?
No, I got here. They did whatever they was doing, and I just experienced Bike Week, if you will, I guess.
And then when they left
on the check-in, they was leaving, and I was like, yeah, I'm a beach bum for right now. I got it. I'm chilling.
And what they said?
They packed up and left. They was ready to go. Like I said, they was from Milwaukee, so like.
So they didn't even think twice, like, oh, we brought her here. Let's just.
No, they was out. Oh, you sure? You staying? Yeah, you good? I was great. Y'all need some gas money? Y'all straight on the way back? I'm good. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Gangster, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
For
That's
sure.
what it is, though.
For sure.
That's what's up. That's crazy. So what was you doing right before you started your first business again? Didn't I just ask you that?
Yeah, I was dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing. Okay.
And me dancing kind of.
How was that experience?
It was like two sides to it. Cause like for me,
dancing in Milwaukee.
No, at home, back home, where like my daddy was.
Hell no.
What? No. Like I said, the South.
Okay.
Was like really.
Oh.
Cause I grew up around pimps, Mac daddies, preachers, deacons, and stuff, if you will. I felt like that prepared me for being able to function in the South.
Right.
Set up, especially how I feel like I was set up. Like I said, daddy a preacher. Like my definition of outside was like very different from the outside when I got to the South. But because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, too green and I ain't no fool,
right.
I can navigate and control my traffic. It worked for me for like, yeah.
Damn, that's what's up. My nigga was out here and just got.
And then it was like networking for me. So like,
yeah.
I use entertainment as being an entertainer myself. So like, made the connections I need to make to get the information I need, knowledge I may need on something else, connections I need to get to what I'm trying to do, and maybe a sponsor or two to have the backing on the back end for what I need change to do what I need to do for.
So I got a question.
Yeah, I might have an answer.
What your dad say about you leaving?
When I left, nobody knew I left. Like they didn't.
You was on the bike, we could come back.
No, like me and my family had already disconnected. Like I was probably on my own since like 16, 17. So like that relationship was already different. I was like already in my own apartment, like graduating high school in my own apartment, like doing
At
that.
16?
So like, yeah, 16, 17, yeah. Me and my parents got into a big fallout. And you think you grown? Okay, go be grown. So by the time I got down here, I was already like on my own anyway. I think they found out I was down here maybe like a year after I already been down here. And it was probably like 6 months before my grandmother ended up passing away. So how? And I always kept in touch with my grandmother. So if nobody knew where I was at, Granny definitely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Long as I had that connection with Granny, it didn't matter who else knew. Because I already knew who really cared. It was Granny. So who?
So since they found out you was here, how's the relationship been since you've been here?
If I don't call them, I don't hear from them. Like I check on them every now and again, but yeah, I plan on going to surprise them sometime this year to see him because it's been a while. But I feel like if I don't try to put it out there, if I don't text, if I don't call,
it's no
it's like
reciprocation.
Right, there's nothing.
Okay.
Like yeah, so.
Did anyone doubt you, and how did that affect you when before you started your businesses and just like along your journey?
I ain't gonna say it was so much like the person or people doubted me. It was like the lack of the support from the people I felt like was my people. Like I said, if I feel like you watch me on my journey of growth and see every aspect of me as I change and elevate, why not support that friend that, you know what I'm saying? If you fuck with me like that, anything I do should be supported at least by the people that are my people. Right. So me just realizing your people just may not be your people because support is everything. And it ain't got to be monetary. It could be a share. It could be a like. It could be a comment. It could be just an acknowledgement of something. or actual supporting too. You know, I've been doing this. This been my dream. I done talked to you about it. I probably done cried to you about it. You know, watch me go through courses of learning to get, you know what I'm saying, to get to where I'm at now. And for me to feel like, not nobody who calling my somebody's gonna do anything about it. Like, no support on no level. Like, or pick and choose when they support and how they support. But you can watch them. Concert tickets, like, they outside. Your shows, they ain't trying to get a ticket. They want to come for free. They like...
Nah, that's true. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I like the way you just segued that into my next question.
Twin?
In the grind phase, right?
Right.
We be having goals, like, that we set for ourselves.
True.
You know,
at least you should, yeah.
You know, like, the real journey, you know what I'm saying? Not just the success, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what was your first... how did you start your first business? Well, what was it and how did you start it? Like how did you bring it? You know how I be saying, like, the idea to fruition? Like, how did you do that?
Mm-hmm. Well, my first business was doing hair, like making wigs. Because I felt like at the time, and that was, but I say that because that was like right before lace fronts and all that stuff became like a thing I'm talking about back then. Like, I had learned, because my grandmother taught me how to sew. So, like, I used to make my own little hair pieces. So, like, people ask me, like, who do your hair? And I'd be like, me, I did it. What you do? And I tell them, they'd be like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way. So, I kind of started like that. And I just wanted to be able to do more stuff. And I really personally learned how to do a lot of stuff because I hate to, like, trying to get somebody to do something how I wanted to do it. And then feeling like I'm paying them for it.
And it don't be done.
Right. So if I could learn how to do it and I can do it myself, I'm definitely going to do that. And so when I started doing that, I eventually, like, within the last few years, I ended up going to school to get licensed and certified and doing all that hair, nails, making the wigs, doing natural hair, making locks, all that. So
what was your lowest, like, the lowest or low moment where you was just like so overwhelmed that you felt like you wanted to give up, but you just didn't?
That's a great question. Let's see. And I guess this answer just depends on what story y'all want to tell.
Right. It's like, you know, and then when you got so many businesses, it's like, you run into some shit now. Yeah. Shit, just trying to manage multiple businesses and make you like, fuck this.
But, like, for me, it was like, that might be it. Just when I realized, I guess maybe I'm doing too much. Like, you know how somebody always telling you just be doing too much. You just be doing too much. So, like, when I looked in the mirror one day and I felt like maybe I am doing too much. Like, I hate to hear something. Like, don't tell me something about me, or, like, tell, you know what I'm saying, let me. So when I realized that a few people done said you doing too much, and I'm talking about people I respect. So, like, me being me, like, if I can do all this, you can't tell me what I can't do because it's me, I'm doing it. So, like, you see me doing it, so why not just support me doing it instead of telling me I'm doing too much or do something else or stick to this? No, I can do all this. You see me doing all this. So why not just roll with that? If nothing else, just roll with that. You don't roll with nothing? I can do all this. And you mean to tell me ain't nothing moving you?
So what was something you had to unlearn to level up? No, wait. Before, matter of fact, answer that one. That's a good question. I got another good question after that one, but answer that one.
Say the question again so I can say it right. I wanna word this properly. Say the question again.
Okay, what was something you had to unlearn in order to level up?
Okay, yeah, unlearn. My opinion is really what matters at the end of the day. And instead of looking for my people to support, focus on what I'm doing. And you know what I'm saying? What's supposed to happen gonna happen, especially for me. So like, I just need to put me and my product out there and focus on that. Don't worry about who's and who gonna do what. Just do what I'm supposed to do because that's what I'm supposed to do. So yeah.
Okay, so what? I like that. Hey, I like the answer too. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
So, what mistakes costed you the most early on?
Letting how I feel about something to where it gets into me, like emotionally, I guess. It'll make me like, yeah, I don't care about, you know what I'm saying? I'll be done. I ain't gonna say fuck some shit up, but walked away from something or cut ties with something instead of working through. Because if it's business, it's business. So I guess separating the personal from the business, maybe. I guess I can say that.
So, you said something that cost you a lot early on was what? Say it again.
Being in my feelings about stuff, moving on emotion, and how I feel at the moment. Like now I feel disrespected, so like, fuck all that shit. Fuck you too. Like
that's a great fucking answer.
Like
that's a great answer because I ain't gonna stunt.
Yeah.
When we, and it's not even so much of being a female, it's just, I think it's like you gotta be crazy a little bit and a little bit narcissistic to even start businesses.
Yeah.
Because you
of
gotta
course,
feel like I could do this shit on my own. Like,
you have to believe in it, like it's
the government.
I build
this shit
from the ground up, like
So when I say that I understand that from an entrepreneurial standpoint as well, because even as a guy, I deal with that same situation, and having to like just balance and understand that you really can't control what you can't control. Let that shit go.
You really have to have that like I meditate 10 minutes every day, like I do affirmations, like, and you got to really have that in your process system of thinking,
right?
To really navigate through life and trying to be about business. On top of that, it's like
protecting the brain.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a major one.
You feel me? That shit bad for the brain. You got to have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just think about it. Anytime you tell the story about anything that happened with you and somebody else, you got to always be the person that is seen as not the aggressor.
Right, level-headed, not aggressive, not crashing out, not going off, like hooting and hollering, like, all that.
Damn, it's crazy how these conversations just be leading and
to the next question.
Right into the next question. Because, see, now I want to get more in-depth and I want to understand more of, like, your mindset and like your discipline, like where does the discipline come from, and the general value that you get from being disciplined, and giving some game to some of the viewers to hopefully that they can be better at building their mindsets and being a little bit more disciplined, right? So my first question to be, what separates people who succeed from people who stay stuck?
People who stay stuck are content. They done got to a point to where it works for them. It's cool. They finally that's maybe that was their long term. Like that's just, they got to the point to where they feel like, boom, I done made it. So here we go. I'm good right here. For others, it's ain't no stopping. Like really the skies really has no limit, because if I can do this and do this, I know about this too, why not go this way? We can do that too. So I mean, it's all in what you see for yourself at the end of your journey, I guess.
Okay, so what would you say separates the two?
The drive,
Gotcha.
the hunger,
Right.
the wanting to know more, the not feeling like they already know it all, so I'm cool right here, like this works for me, so, or this is it.
Okay. So if you was talking to like some young kids, right, the next generation coming up, and you wanted to tell them, a couple habits, that changed your life, that work for you, that you think that they should take in and try to live by and carry within their life. What are some habits you think that changed your life that you would tell them that I